Ted is wrong. Matt Taibbi, his 22nd thread said, although several sources recalled hearing about a general warning from federal law enforcement that summer about possible foreign hacks, there's no evidence that I've seen of any government influence in the laptop story. In fact, that might have been the problem. So according to the guy who Elon Musk gave all the secrets to, he said, I don't see federal law enforcement involved in the laptop story at all.
Maybe they weren't, and we'll get answers when oversight, because these Republicans are taking.
But wait a second, how could that be the case? Is the FBI part of the government?
Yeah,
of course.
Did the FBI get the laptop? Did they go ahead and brief these major social media companies about not doing certain things and suppressing certain things?
In the run-up to the election, we heard and we talked about from this couch warnings from the Department of Homeland Security and federal law enforcement that given what happened in 2016, they might try it again. We heard that. But Matt Taibbi, who has seen everything, said federal law enforcement not involved in Twitter and the laptop story.
Yeah, look, you can see Kilmeade like squirming uncomfortably afterward. Wait, what? How could that not be? Didn't they get involved? No, like we just covered that, actually. Doocy just covered that. Apparently, based on all of those documents that Elon Musk took and gave to Matt Taibbi, and Matt Taibbi was obviously incentivized to find whatever damning evidence he could, he at least had the ethics to confirm there isn't any evidence of that. Which really gets to not only that completely disproves the Tucker Carlson thing that we were talking about earlier on the show. Again, it explicitly says there's no evidence of federal involvement. But when you claim that this is a violation of the First Amendment, it's sort of an issue when the government's not involved, because that's what the First Amendment actually bears on. Having a private citizen, even a group of private citizens like Joe Biden before he became president, asking a social media company to maybe not publish the dick pics of their adult son is not a First Amendment concern. That's just people talking. The Bill of Rights doesn't have anything to do with that. What is concerning, though, is another thing that Matt Taibbi got into in his expose, was that he said, I have evidence here of the Trump campaign doing that. And then that was it. They didn't say anything more about that. And when I say they, I mean Matt Taibbi, apparently not interested in what the actual president of the United States was pressuring a social media company to do, which would be a concern under the First Amendment. Again, government versus private citizens. But also you'll notice that Fox News hasn't cared about that part. Tucker Carlson, who's worried about the FBI getting involved in your brain, wasn't concerned about the president who actually has influence over the FBI, which candidate Biden did not. He's not concerned about what they might do to influence your brain. So that was just thrown out there by Matt Taibbi. No one's returning to it. We have no idea what pressure was put by the actual federal government on Twitter, and maybe we'll never find out. Any other thoughts?
No, you got it. I'm just surprised the number of conspiracy theories that they're throwing out at this point. It's conspiracy theories, it's issues that don't reflect what Americans care about. And I would love to know just how much of a pressing issue Americans consider this even, but it's getting a lot of minutes. Yeah, no, sad to see.
Yeah, no, 100%. I hope that regular Americans are not like deeply concerned about why they haven't gotten to see Hunter Biden's genitals yet. I don't know. I would like to imagine that's not the country we live in.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.